Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into James Clear's Atomic Habits.
That's right.
We've got some key bits from the book itself here.
Oh.
And the mission really is to find those practical ways to actually improve, you know, through small, consistent actions.
Yeah, cutting through all the overwhelming advice out there.
Exactly. Forget the big scary stuff. We're looking at the fundamentals.
And it's so needed, I think, because self-improvement often feels like this huge mountain to climb.
Right.
What's great about Clear's work is how it breaks it down, makes it manageable. Tiny steps.
Okay, so Atomic Habits, it sounds small, obviously, but it's more than just tiny, isn't it? What's the core idea?
Exactly. Think atomic like atoms, right? Tiny, yes, but also fundamental, the building blocks.
Oh, okay.
So these habits are the tiny foundational actions that lead to really remarkable results over time.
He's so foundational and powerful.
Yeah, small but mighty, you could say. And they actually start shaping who you become. They get wired in.
Interesting. And he talks a lot about systems over goals. Why focus there?
Well, there's this quote that really sums it up. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. It basically means your daily routines, your processes. That's what really dictates your success long term. Not just, dreaming big.
So it shifts the focus from just wishing for something.
To actually doing the things that get you there.
Yeah.
It's about the how.
Right. So refining the everyday stuff rather than just staring at the finish line?
Precisely. And that ties into another key point he makes. Every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become.
A vote. How so?
Well, each time you do something, even small, that aligns with who you want to be, it reinforces that identity. It's like casting a ballot for future you. And we kind of like to be consistent with who we think we are, right?
That makes a lot of sense, actually. And this idea that habits are the compound interest of self-improvement, that really lands.
It does, doesn't it? It frames it perfectly. It's not about sudden transformation. It's slow, steady accumulation.
Like money in the bank, kind of.
Exactly. And linking back to identity again, he says, the most effective way to change your habits is to focus not on what you want to achieve, but on who you wish to become.
So embody the identity first, through actions.
Yes. The actions build the identity, which makes the actions easier. It's a loop.
So we're definitely not talking about those, dramatic overnight makeovers you see everywhere.
Not at all. That's not really how lasting change works, is it? Clear puts it well. Success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations.
Much more grounded.
Sustainable.
Totally. It's about the small wins adding up. Less pressure, more consistency.
And the book has some good examples, right, of these atomic habits playing out.
Oh, absolutely. Really relatable ones, like a writer just committing to one sentence a day.
Seems almost too small. Right. But think about it. That consistency builds. Novels can come from that. Or a runner. Maybe they just start by putting on their running shoes. That's the habit.
Just the shoes.
Yeah. That tiny trigger can eventually build into running regularly, maybe even marathons,
I like that one about eating healthier, too, where you just decide not to buy the junk food at the store.
Exactly. It's environmental design, really. You make the good choice easy or the bad choice harder. You cut it off at the source.
Far.
And then there's habit stacking, linking habits. Like, after I brush my teeth, I will stretch for 1 minute.
Piggybacking habits.
Yeah. Small things chained together build a solid routine.
So, with all this self-help advice flying around,
Oh, yeah.
why does this atomic approach seem to stick? What makes it effective?
I think it's the clarity and the practicality. It's not just theory.
Right.
It's not about relying on willpower, which, let's face it, comes and goes.
For sure.
It's about building these reliable systems, making good habits the path of least resistance. It gives you actual steps, things you can do, like right now.
Okay. So summing it up, the real power, the lasting change, it boils down to adding up all these tiny, consistent atomic habits.
Pretty much. It's the compound effect in action. Small wins day after day.
Long-term results from small beginnings.
Exactly that.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. What's one tiny action, like really tiny, you could take today? Something that aligns with the person you want to become? What's one atomic step you could put in place right now? Because often that's where the biggest changes really start.
It's a good question to ponder.
Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive.